It is December the 29th, 2021. It is 1730 UTC. It is WAGMI Wednesday. Let's get a little music in here before we get started. What a good 2021 it has been. Excited to talk about all that happened in 2021 and excited to what's coming up in 2022. All right, now it's a party. I got Christine and Zach here, all in the same room. We're going to put our rings together, activate WAGMI.
I'm back.
Any superpowers?
No.
Oh,
Definitely not.
so sad. So sad. I was expected you to fight through COVID and come out of it with the ability to, I don't know, sling webs or something.
Yeah, I mean, I can only like walls and stuff like that, but like that was like I could do that before.
Okay, yeah. No new superpowers is what you're saying.
No new superpowers now.
And that doesn't even help you with trading. Like, if you could like see just a few seconds into the future, you could do really well in trading. But does seeing through walls really help you?
No, it doesn't. If anything, it just makes me see things I don't want to. They made a Nicolas Cage movie like that. Like he could see like 2 minutes in the future.
What? What Nicolas Cage movie is this?
Hold on, let me look at it.
And by the way, you lead Twitter Spaces in Nicolas Cage movie references because you've mentioned definitely. National Treasure a few times.
Yeah, no doubt. Nick Cage, see in future.
By 2 minutes, huh?
Next. Yep, it's called Next. Jessica Biel, Julianne Moore.
I need to see.
No, you don't. It's 28% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, okay. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I feel like I could be. I could feel like I could be a pretty good trader 2 minutes into the future. I'm going to need to see some pretty good like pumps, and then I'll just in my time 2 minutes before I see it, just do it. I mean, we could all be pretty good, right?
It's Nicolas Cage plays a man who can see 2 minutes into the future. So I was right, which allows him to move to different places to avoid danger, protect people, and so on and so forth. Yeah, like it was a pretty bad movie.
Roulette table. Okay, 2 minutes into the future.
That's what he did.
Oh, it is what he did. Okay,
he was a big gambler. Yes.
Okay. See, maybe it's not good. This sounds a little predictable.
I mean, it was pretty bad. Like most. I mean, I'm a big Nicolas Cage. Like, what is it called? The National Treasure. That's always good. Like,
Con Air. I'm a big Con Air fan.
Oh, Con Air is great. Gone in 60 Seconds was really good. That was a good one. But that's about it.
He's a unique dude. He's a unique guy. But okay, so Zach Smart Rick is back with us. He had taken a little time from COVID and got his body right. So he is back with us. I am Steven. I am the voice of DeFi. You can find me on Twitter at voice of DeFi. And then, of course, I have with me Christine Barnum. She brings the heat in here. And Christine and I had a fantastic, and I mean fantastic, a fire space yesterday as we came in here. And we talked a little bit about NFTs and Ozzy Osbourne and Justin Bieber. And we found out who in here likes Justin Bieber. I'm not calling anybody out, so I won't call out names. But Bieber for life. But that was interesting. But Christine, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm looking forward to, I'm just like counting down the days for New Year's. I feel like 2022 is going to be awesome for us. So
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. And if like the Spaces talk yesterday, and by the way, it was an incredible Spaces talk. The hour went yesterday. I mean, it felt like 5 minutes that the conversation was going so
right.
And then Christine started her own afterwards, and it was kind of a part two to that afterwards. And that was really good. And I popped in on that every now and then as I could. And
throughout the day.
Yeah, throughout the day. The thing is, I've got child taxi service and all kinds of things to be doing. And sometimes I can listen, but I can't speak. But anyway, so I came in whenever I could. And every time I dropped in, the conversation was really informative. It was really encouraging. It never got boring. It was just really good. It's exactly what you want in a conversation.
Right. So, it was great.
Yeah, you guys did great. Now, one of the things that you talked about, and you can talk on this more because I was just kind of listening at the time, is what does WAGMI mean? So here we have, hashtag WAGMI Wednesday on Traderverse every Wednesday. And I don't know if it was you, Christine, or somebody in the group that had suggested that maybe we're all going to make it doesn't mean make it financially. Maybe it means make it like create it, like build it. And that really, and I even after the space, I like started just thinking a little bit of, as a community, what we're building here.
Yeah, I don't know who said it. I see Crypt Keeper's hand come up, so maybe it was him. But I did hear that, and I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting take. Like maybe we're all gonna make it. Is we're all gonna help build Web3, and we're all part of it." Do you remember it, Crypt?
No, it was actually what's his name? Was it Ryan? I'm not sure what his name was. I know he had a Bored Ape though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
Ryan.
maybe it
Yep.
was Ryan.
Yeah. So it was Ryan.
There you go. It's a very interesting take on it because when you think about that, it makes sense, and that's when I started saying too, like maybe we all have different definitions to it because I know Anonymous was kind of like jaded about that, the slang terms of the crypto space and very exhausted with rug pulls and people that aren't to be trusted and kind of take advantage of people in this space. And he's like, the truth is we're not all going to make it. And then we're like, whoa. But we're all here, and I think everyone
Hot
has a
take.
different definition. And I think I like WAGMI, and it's fun to say. And I also like not gonna make it because I think it's hilarious.
Well,
But
whenever
we could,
something goes wrong, you throw out a not going to make it.
yeah, it's so funny. But yeah, we could just look at WAGMI as like, maybe it's like we're making it because we're helping create this space. We're the community that is the start to Web3. So we
Yeah, that's
I
an
are.
loved it.
interesting perspective. Like we're all gonna help make it better for everyone, and not just like a couple people. Like everyone's gonna benefit from it, and we're all gonna help it in some way.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
completely agree. Oh, go
I
ahead,
lived
Rick.
I lived in a house with a guy who literally talked in GMI, and like he it was just so Andrew was his name. He was a character, but he was just like he'd be like, "Hey, you going out to dinner tonight?" And he'd be like, "I'd be like, no." He's like, "NGMI," like
I gotta make it.
like it was just the funniest thing ever. He talked in like crypto alliterations all the time. It was very comical.
I kind of like that. Like even whenever
Oh, I
we
loved it.
lose our connection here, and we call it we got rugged, right? And that's kind of that same idea of just expanding what a term means.
Bro, I've been telling my wife that for like a good 2 weeks already. And she's like, "What the F are you talking about? What do you mean rugged?" I'm like, "Man, I can't even have a conversation with you, man."
Right. I figured hanging around you, Crypt Keeper, she would kind of like just by osmosis learn a few of the terms.
Bro, the only time we're close to each other is when we're sleeping in the same bed. Because I try to keep my distance, especially because I'm on my phone so much. Like to her it's so annoying. So I try to just like be on the other side of the house and just let her do her own thing with my kids. And then yeah, it's crazy. Addiction
I
is
feel
not.
I feel like you are like the biggest wheeler and dealer that I know on Twitter. Like I feel like you're always trying to make a deal.
Yep.
Bro, my middle name is Make a Deal.
He's a
Deal or
trader
no
in
deal.
every sense. Yeah.
That's how he talks to his wife in the morning. Like, all right, I'm gonna lay it out for you, and you say deal or no deal for the day. And then he's like, not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it.
Bro, we,
NGMI.
we roll dice to see who's gonna do the laundry next week. Like,
Oh man. Everything's up to chance. Everything's up to chance. Well, as I look back, you can see the title of the space is the Crypto NFT Stock Year in Review. And if we look into we all going to make it means create it and build it, I would say that many of us in here have actually taken part in that in 2021 into building something that's greater than it is whenever we found it. And if you look at even the spaces in here, Christine, you've really seen some major growth in 2021. OTC Club's done great. Traderverse is gaining traction over time as we, get more followers into Twitter and get closer and closer to launch. There's so many things that we're all part of that really have been built really well in 2021.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And, as many struggles as 2021 has presented us with, COVID still and everything like that, I think we've done an amazing job in this space, being that a lot of this growth is done over the internet and stuff. So I think that's why we're able to progressively push it and innovate. And I think Spaces has a lot to do with and thank you to Twitter, right? And I guess Clubhouse too. I'm not a huge fan of Clubhouse, but I think the Spaces and Clubhouse has opened a huge door into networking and being able to even add more to this space and grow in the crypto space and finance sector in general. And I think without this, like without us being able to connect with each other in this way, we would still have to stick with like, the phone calls or Zoom meetings and stuff. And this is a whole different progression, and it's catapulted everything times 100. And I think that's where the growth comes from, especially like I've seen it personally. I think Spaces has a lot to do with it, and you're able to gauge everyone's personalities, meet everyone, become friends, start working for companies, be part of innovation and creation all at the same time. So super cool.
Well
Hey,
put.
so like,
Now,
what actually is like Tradeverse? Like, some more about it, because I've seen it in Spaces, but all I really know is it's like a social network. Like, can you talk more about what it is and if it's like live yet?
Yeah, you've got the nuts and bolts of it. So Traderverse is a soon to be launched social network, but it'll be more than just a Twitter feed of just traders on there. Instead, it'll also be kind of an all-encompassing, ecosystem where there will be a token involved where you can be a creator with it, and you'll be able to tip in the token. You'll also be able to have charting right there where you won't have to leave the tab that you're in to go to different charting softwares. You'll be able to see almost like a Substack where people can put a blog if you want to be a blog writer and kind of write different things. There will be rankings involved of different creators that are maybe putting out good calls and say, hey, this looks like a good stock. This looks like a good coin. Look at this. And then people can kind of rank them so you can see, oh, not only is this person talking a lot about it, but they're actually, the market is doing what they're saying it's going to do, or I'm really enjoying their content. You'll be able to see that. So it'll be more than just Twitter for traders. It will have a lot of other content involved. You'll be able to stream from the Traderverse platform and at the same time be live on YouTube at the same time. So, if you were going to stream from YouTube, why not do it from Traderverse where you can originate there, then still get, tipped, if you will, in tokens? Or let's say your content is so good, people want to pay to hear it. You could actually have it behind a paywall or something like that. So yeah, Traderverse will be, as we talk into like what's going to be great in 2022, that's one of the things I'm really excited about is the Traderverse launch and just to see it kind of grow up in 2022.
yeah, we're taking all of the aspects of social media that we already use, like YouTube, the videos, like DeFi said, like the Substack or the Medium, and we're putting it into our own ecosystem where you're already going to all these places, and we're just going to populate it full of the data and the assets that already exist, and then also give you the ability to create on it, and then it's just dedicated social media for making money online, essentially.
Yeah, so it's an exciting time for 2022. But as I look back in 2021, what if I said 2021, the year of the
GameStop
NFT?
short squeeze.
Oh, that's a good one, man. The year of the GameStop short squeeze.
That was a wild time.
I mean, we even through with that time. It's still.
They're still holding hope. I don't know if they're going to make another big run or not, but I remember I was in my Discord. I see Ivan down there and Hawk, and like we were in a Discord, and I remember we always had these Sunday night or Sunday afternoon like calls between the community, and we would talk. And one of my buddies came on and was like, "Did you guys buy GameStop?" And I was just like, "GameStop," and like it was at
That's a
like $30. I saw this first leg of the squeeze, and then Monday morning came around, and holy cow! I did not participate, unfortunately. That was just an anomaly. That was crazy.
Well, imagine if Monday morning came around and you were, neck deep in shorts for it.
Couldn't imagine. There was a lot of lost money from a lot of people, and a lot of gain money. A lot of people made a lot of money.
I think actually like the year 2021 was like the year where we recognized like innovation and adopted a lot of innovation that's been in like the last couple of years, like Elon Musk and the person of the year, and then NFTs with the big surge with the big sales and everything. I just feel like it's a lot of recognition of all the different technologies and different people that help that. So like hyperchangers.
Man, that's a good way of putting it. Because I was going to say it might be the year of NFTs, which certainly NFTs really grew up a lot in 2021. But I like how you kind of said it's just innovation, maybe a little more broader than that, because it did bring in so much innovation and people looking for ways to use, blockchain technology. And then you had somebody like Elon Musk, who we all seem to care what he says and what he said. I mean, he can literally move a market with a tweet and move major markets with a tweet. both stock side as well as crypto, as well as NFTs for that matter. And we really just saw kind of the power that somebody like him has, that we all do seem to like. Okay, it appears he's one of us. He's heavily into Doge. He really likes to use it within Tesla. It's really just a cool, kind of a mix of what we're all seeing in 2021 and then actually producing. We saw a lot of products come to market and NFT projects come to market that I don't think we've seen at this level in some time.
Right. And he's like the king of, I mean, I don't know, you guys might disagree, but to me, he's like the uh, king of innovation, right? And I feel like we're in that realm now. And I think 2022, we're going to see a lot of that. And I think he leads the way in a lot of it. So,
does he have too much power?
Debatable.
I mean, it's not like it's like self-appointed power. It's just people love Elon. I don't know if he has too much.
It's like community-driven power.
Oh, absolutely.
We can give it and we can take it away.
We can, absolutely.
Well, I kind of think of it like, Satoshi. Satoshi, created Bitcoin in the shadows, and it was probably a good thing. Wouldn't it be odd if we actually knew, much like Vitalik, if we actually knew who Satoshi was and he had a Twitter account, right? And he tweeted, and it would massively move the market with each tweet, right? So it's almost a good thing that he is in the shadows. With Elon, same thing. He can move. I mean, literally put out a tweet, and he could absolutely pump or dump Bitcoin with one tweet. And that's a lot of power. And for some reason, small mind thinking, that kind of scares me. Of like he could do whatever he wants with that power.
Bitcoin and GMI.
It doesn't really scare me though, because I feel like he's a good person. But yeah, he may have too much power. I don't know, but I mean, he's worked for it and he's done a lot of great work. And I think the market is always right. And just Elon Musk is a great person. So that's probably why a lot of people like listen to him and like literally take everything he says as gospel.
Yeah, I mean, he's a walking Dow.
Walking Dow.
He needs to trademark.
I'm using it.
The Walking Dow, right?
The Walking Dow sounds like Walking Taco a little bit.
Right.
Speaking of lunchtime,
I think Christine made a good point too, that his power, in a sense, is a little bit community given or provided. The community decided to put him in a position where he was at. And something that stood out to me that was very interesting this year in terms of community was that little bit of time where everybody tried to do the silver squeeze. So I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that was like a very interesting time where the community was trying to move like a metals market, like it was a stock or if it was a crypto. And I remember just everybody thinking that like Monday morning that silver was going to squeeze so hard, and then it just literally went the other way, and it's like, no. but the reason why I bring it up and connect it is because like that was another community thing that was also related in the sense to, oh, we could do this to GameStop, now let's see if we can do it to silver. And it's like, wait, there's way more factors at play than just like shares on the stock market.
Let's not try to do a multi-trillion-dollar asset class and try to squeeze that. That's some ambition.
Yeah, that was a quick
actually
for us.
Sorry,
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Maybe actually like 2021 is actually communities coming together and recognizing things. Based upon like what I'm hearing, I think that's a better way to describe it.
That would be great.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Like the whole like building aspect. We're all gonna build it. I really like that. I know I wasn't there for the conversation, but like it's very true. Like Web3 is about ownership. It's about being proud of your accomplishments. It's about working collectively to do something. And in this case, we're talking about adoption. It's going to take people for adoption. It's not going to take industry. I mean, regulation can slow it, but ultimately, I don't think it could stop it. So, like, it's all of us taking our part, whether it is being an active investor or being a community manager or just being a supporter. It's going to take people in order for this to work, and we're well on our way. I mean, like, we can look at the internet adoption chart, Web3 versus Web2, and like Web3 is dominating in the current path that it's on.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say, just talking about how community has really came together in 2021. So if you said 2021 was the era of community. And you could say that, I mean, the GameStop squeeze, started out on Reddit, started out from community. NFTs are so much about community. I mean, that's part of their appeal is, if you own a Bored Ape, you're in the club, you're in the community. And to me, if you were to say that 2021 was the year of innovation, yes, but community for sure. I mean, now we love that. We love spaces like I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm in Telegram a lot. I love talking to different communities there. And even me, I talk to, Christine, we talk to people all day in community about it. And really, maybe after the crappy year that was 2020, it was welcome that we could, even in front of a computer, kind of be a part of a community.
Yeah, I agree with that. And even at the end of my New York trip, I was doing a little bit of shopping, and a guy asked me, one of the guys at the store asked me like what I did, and like he's like, "Do you know?" He's like, "I'm trying to understand NFTs," and I was like, "Huh." Well, I was like, "It's about community," and he's like, "What do you mean by that?" And I was like, "Well, Bored Ape Yacht Club, I use it as an example." I was like, "It's 200 grand to get in that club right now, like unless you get a mutant, but like if you want an actual ape, like it's like really like $250,000 to get in, but it's the access to who you're talking to and what they talk about and the events that happen within the community that matter." And he worked at like a boutique van store, like they have like only two in the world, and so he's high up at Vans. And I was like, take Adidas. I mean, they bought a Bored Ape for 46 Ethereum, which was like 200 some grand at the time, and then within the community they gave whitelist spots away for their metaverse project, and they ended up making 600 or 6,000 Ethereum on their drop. He's like, "That's crazy." And I was like, "Yeah, it was nuts. They made $24 million off that investment."
But it wouldn't have happened had they not got in the community first with that Bored Ape.
Correct.
And that's what it is. I mean, it's almost like a club membership to get into some of these. And you know what? In 2022, here's a question for you, a little prediction question for you. In 2022, so right now I say like, the two big clubs to be in, or the huge NFT projects, are Polygon Punks and Bored Apes. But 12 months from now, am I going to say the same thing, or is there going to be new projects that are about to come out that they will be the place to be? Because I have a feeling that the goalposts may move over time.
Yeah, as
Potentially.
people like get into NFTs, they're gonna be still like really, really smart people that get into NFTs, and then they're gonna join probably different communities at the start. So then there's gonna be new communities that are like the Bored Apes.
Yeah, that's the way I see it too, with new people coming on, new ideas, new projects. I do think so. A lot in 2021 of NFTs were about art and inclusion and community. I do think we may see more of a utility side of things coming with NFTs in 2022, at least more to a degree in 2022 than this year in 2021.
Yeah, I feel like what Psychedelic Anonymous is doing, I feel like they're gonna be like looked at as one of those 2022 projects to start doing utility, as far as like how they're doing it, how they're going super hard, and they're actually trying to like figure out a way to help, you know what I'm saying, help their community.
That was the same one that I was thinking about too.
Is Psychedelics Anonymous?
Yeah.
Are you in that, Chirag?
No, I was actually traveling. I didn't make the whitelist, so I haven't. But I did pick up the pass for it the other day, so a part of it, kind of in it. So there's a lot in that community. Like there's different passes, different pieces to it.
Yeah, it was like 4 NFTs, so I
Yeah, but
passed it up.
it's even more than that, Christine. It's a lot more than that.
Dang it. Well, yeah, so I'm bitter right now.
Of course you got it.
Yeah, of course he got it. But I was
got the word
bitter.
street.
I'm bitter about it, but hopefully I get to pick it up sometime.
I'm still trying to get in the Invisible Friends. I need that in my life.
Did that launch already?
January 22nd.
But you want
a little bit of time. I want it. That looks dope.
I'm gonna just buy I'm gonna buy off OpenSea, because there's no way that whitelist is crazy, and I'm not the type of person that can sit there and draw or anything that has something to do with computer art. Like, so yeah.
So yeah.
You should really try it. It's fun. Like I thought I couldn't, but it's actually good, and I do it on my phone, so you probably can do it too.
Look at that encouragement.
With that one, kid, I'm never gonna make it, but I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I just know what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. Thank you, though.
What do you mean? You guys have to draw?
It's just being innovative. Like they want you to do something that's gonna catch their eye. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing like Psychedelic Anonymous. They want you to do something to catch their eye, and once they repost you, they you're automatically on the wait list. Same situation.
Yeah, that was really difficult for you. Had to be super plugged into it too. So I was like, that made it difficult to get on the wait list.
Well, there's a time component there too. Some people just don't have the time to be able to be that plugged in to be able to get on the whitelist. I mean, I get fatigued just from retweeting and tagging 3 friends.
Absolutely. It's so exhausting, like how many times we have to do that. And my bitterness towards psychedelic is they, I guess, accidentally followed me for a few weeks and they weren't following anybody. And it was all of a sudden they followed me and everyone's like, what does she have to do with Psychedelics Anonymous? They're only
That's what they
following
think.
one person. Oh my God. And
They
I
were
was
only
like,
following you?
yes.
That was
Yeah, they
And then
was
I was
at
like,
one point.
it was weird. And then so I was like, oh my gosh, well, at least I for sure know I'll get a whitelist, even if this is on accident, because I don't know. And then no, I didn't get a whitelist and they never contacted me or anything. It was like a few weeks, right, Crip, that they were following me and we were like
Yeah,
weirded out.
like I don't know. I don't know if they. I don't know how that even happened. I don't know if it was by accident. I don't think it was done by accident. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't even know. It's weird as fuck though.
It had to be on accident because they didn't even freaking give me a whitelist.
I think they may have just followed you to get you to respond to them or try to connect with them so that they wouldn't have to be the first one to reach out and make it be like you were the one that wanted to be a part of it.
So if she would have DM'd right after they
Yeah.
followed,
And it's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
I was telling Chris, I'm like, yo, reach out to them people, bro. Like, just try. Like, it's not gonna hurt to try. She was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother them, but now you guys make me feel like I should have probably, like looking back, right, that I should have probably said something. I
You
don't
got
know.
to sell yourself, right? You
Bro,
got to.
it's crazy because when I got on the ape kids club whitelist, I actually DM Victor. I'm like, yo, Victor, these games in this Discord, I can't. It's giving me anxiety, bro. Like I really can't deal with this shit. Like I can't sit there and play games, guessing games when it's 30,000 people in a screen. And I was like, honestly, bro, like I can't do it. He was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll give you a whitelist once the public whitelist go out, and then I got you. I was like, all right.
Hey, that's awesome. See, you spoke up, and it worked out for you. I do hope. Okay, so we're talking about 2021 and 2022. 2021, it definitely was a year of whitelisting. Okay, it became important in the NFT world to be on a whitelist. I think we even gave the stat in here that 3 out of every 4 people that buy off a whitelist sell in profit, and only 1 out of every 5 people that bought off of OpenSea sold in profit. So it definitely helps to be on a whitelist. Do you think in 2022 that trend is just going to continue? Because I think it will, and I don't necessarily like it, but I think it will, in the importance of being on a whitelist.
I think personally they're gonna ask for like fingers and kidneys and like probably parts of something because it's getting crazy. Because these communities are growing on Discord in time frames that I've never seen. Like it's crazy. They get 20,000 people in an hour in a Discord. Like how do you compete with that?
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know how they do that. It's I know a lot of botting happens, but it's definitely crazy.
Yeah, it is. So Christine and Hawk can join in on this as well. What about stocks? What am I looking? What are you thinking of when you think of 2021 in the market? And then what are you looking forward to in 2022?
So I've I don't know if I should say this, but I've cashed out a lot of my positions to kind of offset my gains. I think I mentioned that yesterday because my accountant was like, yeah, anyway, so I had to cash out a bunch of my losses to offset my gains so I don't have to pay so much in taxes. But what I'm looking for 2022 is, now that I know how to do options, I really like that because the volatility is my friend when it comes to when you make good choices on that. And then I'm hoping like a lot of the volume goes back into OTC. I know Hawk does OTC, super fun. I see Tigress and Dom down there, they do OTC as well, and it's a great place to trade. So I'm hoping that there's a rally back into OTC, and I try to tell my in real life friends about it as well. And I know we saw a huge rally volume in that the beginning of last year, so I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen as far as big boards and the market in general. I think we're going to start to see it go pretty green. I hope. I'm just putting it out there just because I think hopefully the COVID and stuff like eases up and things start going back to normal. And I think the more normal we get in society in real life, I think the markets are going to do better. So hopefully, here's to 2022.
Yeah, once like everything goes back to normal, I think Airbnb is probably going to be one of the best plays. But of course,
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah, they're gonna like they're extremely profitable. Like every the summer months, their summer quarters. So like Q2, Q3, they have like 30% margin operating margins. So like
Maya, how old are you? You do stocks?
I'm 14. Well, I was in stocks first, like for a year and a half, and me and young investor started at like the same time, and then he got into like NFTs and crypto around January and February, and then I in like September. But yeah, so that's what I'm
Cool.
thinking about.
Yeah, look at
When
you.
when did you start? When you were like 5 years old, man?
So, like the first time I like invested, it was in gold coins, and that was like 3 years ago, or I know a year before stocks, and then stocks, and now NFTs and crypto.
You guys are unbelievable, man. This is the year, right,
I love
Hawk?
it. I love it. I love
Steve,
it.
Stephen Hawk, that we freaking have been encountering these brilliant children that are like, yeah, I've been investing for, yeah, like since they were 5. That's how we feel when you guys talk. Like, we're
Well,
like,
I feel like the resources out here and the network that has been created, it's just much more accessible. I mean, I guess that's my excuse for not starting investing when I was 2 years old. But the on the theme of community growth in the stock market, particularly, I wanted to throw some stats out there and insane growth numbers, like from Wall Street Bets, right? Their Reddit account grew from 1.8 million to 6.3 million in 1 month alone in 2021. Robinhood had 13 million users and added 3.4 million users just in January 2021. So, I mean, exponential growth, right? StockTwits had 230,000 active members by 2020, and it increased to 3 million by 2021. And now their homepage shows 5 million. So we're seeing large exponential community growth, which I love to see. And it makes me feel like we're in the right market at the right time with Traderverse for sure.
Yeah, I thought that same thing as you were saying those numbers is there's more traders maybe than ever before, at least retail traders than ever before, because now it becomes almost like water cooler talk. It's just something that you talk about with people of crypto stocks, NFTs. It's just something that, is even the next generation talking with, people that are 14, like, is it Maya? It really just shows that Traderverse may be here at the right place at the right time, because creating something whenever there's the community that's this big and growing at this rate, it really just shows you just how special of a time it is and how important community is, which we already said, which Traderverse will be able to do that certainly as well. But yeah, it's been a heck of a time in 2021 where we all made neat connections, all made great, investments, some good, some bad. But 2022, I see no reason why we can't at least continue this. The community part of it should be able to stay here throughout 2022, whether it's a bull or a bear market.
That's
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
as
worried
far
about
as
a
as
little
far
bit.
as the OTC goes, I know one of my favorite trader Tigris is on here. We've seen kind of a lag in what usually is typically hot December. We're seeing some low volume right now, but over the past week, we're seeing things pick up a little bit. I believe today is the last day of, tax selling, write-offs for 2021. So moving into the new year, we may see, this is all my opinion, but may see an increase in that. And we're starting to see a little bit of that today. Like, if you look up stock symbol CMGT, it's just flying and squeezing right now. I think it's up 6, 7, 8, even 800% right now. So we're
wow.
still seeing, it's promising to me a comeback in the OTC for sure. It was beaten down for a long time, for
Yep.
months, but there are a lot of good setups out there, I think. And if you kind of have what I call your fishing net out there and catch some low cheapies, I think you'll be able to see some runners moving into the new year.
Yeah, I'm super excited about seeing volume back in the OTC, that's for sure. So Maya gave her, um, you know, uh, she gave her guess on Airbnb that's going to do really well. What's yours, Hawk? I know you just gave a ticker, but company.
Yeah, I like Upstart right now as a long UPST as a longer term swing. It's more of a large cap company. Into 2022, I like to see that maybe 2-3x from here. It's been beaten down. It was at 350. I think it's at about 145 now. So I like that as kind of a longer hold swing. That's the one I like right now.
Nice. Anybody else want to give their
Throw out some alpha. Yeah.
yeah, alpha on their stocks, what they think is gonna do really well for 2022? Shirag, do you have one?
Yeah, the biggest one that I'm looking at is Amazon. And the reason why I'm looking at that one is for a potential split. So I've noticed the last handful of times, examples being Nvidia, Tesla, and Apple as the three companies that have split. If you bought on the day of the split and just held, you would be up exponentially. So, Amazon, Microsoft, and potentially Facebook. Those are kind of the big tech companies that I'm looking at as split potential and just to buy and to hold, even right going into the announcement. I found really, really big success just holding those right at the announcement time.
Yeah, and a lot of, what some of that, not a lot of, but what some of that comes down to is on these forward splits, a lot of the time it causes these shorts to have to cover their position and reposition. So you saw that with the Tesla, right? You saw a huge run up after that forward split. And I think you're correct with, if Amazon, announces that, you'll see a run up to that and hold through that. You may see a great rally. I agree.
Dre?
Well, I do have, it's not talking about Amazon, but you guys didn't, let's just say this. There's some stuff happening with CLO, so it's a great short.
CLL?
Uh-huh.
And that's it, huh? No info,
Can't
alpha.
put-
like,
I can't put more out there than that.
What?
I just know there's a lot of stuff happening with CLO, and it would be a great short option if somebody is into that.
CLL, not CLO.
CLO, yeah, CLO.
CLO. And the reason I'm asking is because I'm actually writing everything down. So, because I'm going to call you guys out on it this time next year, and I'm going to say,
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
You're
be
gonna
like,
be
Maya
you're gonna be
said
calling me
Airbnb.
on this one in the next, let's just say, month or two.
Oh shoot, this is like insider info, but not insider info.
Yeah.
It's the NFA, right?
Yeah.
How about you,
Not
Strupila?
no financial advice here, but I'm just saying, watch it.
Okay, I wrote it down. I hope you guys wrote that down too. Anybody else want to give Steven? Do you have anything you want to put out?
No, I was just thinking, oh no, I'm going to be called on the if I have anything hot. No, I'll go a little more broad. You guys know, I'm the voice of DeFi, not CeFi. So most of my stuff in crypto and stocks. I am big into play to earn games. Now, most of that won't be on Ethereum because of the high transactional volume that's needed. But I think play to earn games will be big in the future. I believe it'll be 2022. We'll start seeing more and more of it. And it won't be NFTs in the traditional sense that you'll be buying NFTs for art appreciation, but more of buying them to be able to use in game where you can actually have the assets in them. So I believe play to earn games are going to be a huge market in time.
I agree. Yep.
How do you feel about the Kingdom? I think that's one of the ones that's really picked up lately.
Yeah, I think DeFi Kingdom looks awesome. And yeah, it has picked up. This gets into a lot of other cryptos or even stocks for that matter, is where the community is. And if there's a community that really likes, and DeFi Kingdom's really doing that well, to be able to get a big community behind them. And if you're looking for, high transactional volume, high volume within the space, DeFi Kingdom, their setup seemed pretty good for that.
Nice. Yeah. I
also look at Wolfgame too. I don't know if anybody is on Wolfgame, but they are ramping up for the new year, and I'm just putting it out there. Also, is you want to have a farmer and some land. That is for sure. My farmers, just today and just yesterday, it was like 0.4. I already shot up to 0.75. And if you guys seen the wolves and sheep when they launched, they were going for 8 to 10 ETH easily for a wolf, and like 2 to 3 ETH for a sheep. That is definitely a game to look at.
Wow, that's incredible prices.
No, it was nuts. Even Gary Vee bought about 20 of the wolves. It was nuts.
Also, if you're gonna put me on record with Airbnb, I'd say 85 billion to 90 billion market cap, because that's where I got in at Airbnb at, and I think it's 110 billion right now market cap.
Okay, so, you're side note, if you're gonna write this down.
85 billion to 90 billion in my opinion, but not financial advice.
Okay, look at you. Okay, and then Crypt Keeper, do you have any stock or even crypto you want to throw out, or a project that you think is going to do well in 2022?
Chris, I follow you.
I'm bullish on Christine. Yeah.
100%.
Christine's going to do pretty well in 2022.
Chris is the walking Dow. I'm bullish too.
Christine to the moon.
Oh my gosh.
THRIS. Yeah.
Our lives are in your hands.
Oh my gosh. Now I know how Elon feels. Okay, so Scroop doesn't have one, huh? C Bio, do you? Or Freak C More? Freak C More or
Like that name. Like that name.
all right. Well, I don't know. I guess that's it. But I'm going to say I'm going to agree with Facebook or Meta, right? Meta, I think, and Coinbase, I feel like is going to see a huge surge because I think this is going to be the time. This is going to be the year where a lot more people normalize crypto. So
Yeah,
I
I would
think
say Coinbase. I just like would be scared to put it down just because of how volatile it is. So like it could be like a year where they basically make no like a lot of they don't make profits at all. Like they actually lose a lot of money. But with Coinbase NFT and everything, I feel like they're just discounting it because of that already, and they discounted it way too much, with
yeah,
especially with Coinbase NFT. So I agree with that one. I have Coinbase stock too.
yeah. I think we should play some options in Coinbase to see bigger gains versus buying some $300 shares.
Well, I'm not that rich yet.
Hey, I do agree on the Facebook look, and then also I'm actually on the downhill on Apple.
Oh,
Um,
oh wow.
not really confident, and they've kind
why?
of been missing they've been missing on APS the last couple quarters, and then also there's not a lot of excitement as far as the products that they're pushing out, and I think they're trying to pivot in as far as their business model.
I wonder about them too. I feel like I've been saying it for the past couple of years, and I'm an Apple user. I like Apple, but I'm like, man, I don't know like who they have on their team and stuff, but it doesn't seem like they're leading tech as far as like the phones and computers and stuff anymore. And I felt like for a long time when Steve Jobs was there that they were leading it and people were following them, but I don't feel like that anymore.
I
Yeah, their
completely
innovation is slowing down like a lot.
Yeah,
Right,
they
definitely.
buddy.
I thought they would be like a phone carrier at this point
Yeah,
and definitely be pushing out TVs and everything like that, but just their home accessories and things and trying to make up for the gap in between purchases for their users. A lot of users aren't buying iPhones every year and iPads and everything, so there's a lot of longevity in their products, and essentially it's kind of a burden to them.
yeah.
Did you guys see the VR headset? Because I know that they poached a recent Meta executive to build their VR headset platform out now.
Yep.
Yes. Uh,
yeah.
On the headset note, look up a company Lexvor, Lexvor wireless. They're coming out. It's a phone company. It's an exclusive like phone company. Everything's like encrypted. It's for like the rich people of Orange County, basically. I'm actually on it, so it's dope.
goddamn.
But yeah, and basically they did a exclusive rights with this AR VR headset company for the exclusive rights in the United States. And it has AR and VR capability. It'll be coming out this year, and it's going to be the first with 5G capability.
What is
So
it called? Lex?
Lex Lexvor, Lexvor,
So
and that's actually
you gotta be on the wait list, Jay.
no. So I'm actually going to be head of their crypto department.
Bro,
So
what the?
Oh,
yeah,
then we could just go
This
to
alpha.
so I'm actually gonna put together an NFT drop with them, and if you buy one of the NFTs, you will get one of the headsets for free. So I'm definitely gonna put that together, and I'll keep you guys all in the loop on it. But just what the company's doing alone, like I don't ever work for nobody. I hate it. I literally hate it. But I will partner with these people just because of what they're doing is
You
pretty dope.
believe in it.
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
dope.
So do you want to whitelist everyone in this chat right
Yep,
now?
I think that sounds
If
about
everybody follows me and sends me a DM, I will have a whitelist for them. How about that?
Dre. Yo,
Oh,
Dre,
right.
Dre, when,
okay, everyone.
you got room in your crib, bro? Like,
And hold on, let me put it like this too. So the NFTs are going to be diamonds. So you're going to be a diamond holder, and you will get a free diamond of unknown carat and rarity. It will be random, just for you sent to your home if you hold it for 30 days.
What?
Yeah.
Dre, like, bro,
Dude, Drake.
when I plan on taking a trip out there, I hope you got room, bro, because I'm gonna need a bed to sleep on.
Hey, his marriage is not going to make it.
My marriage is already like on thin ice. Fuck.
Hey, I'm already on Via Anonymous. All right.
Yeah, you guys are. I accidentally started a freaking a VA club. I was about to say something else, but yeah, Dre. Like, if you guys follow him, that's okay. Andre.eth up here. He said, follow him, DM him. You guys get a whitelist to the Lexpro?
Lexport.
Yeah, headset. And then
And we're doing some dope shit too. We're gonna have like with the AR capability where we'll drop like random coordinates, and it will have diamonds in the AR verse that you can go and find, and there will also be a token connected to the revenue that the company makes, so that you'll be able to earn passive income by going out. And like we want people to be active, go walk and do stuff, and like kind of put the AR out there. So you see somebody walk around with a headset, you can be like, what the fuck?
But how about like can you do that legally? Like walk around within the street with a headset? Like
Yeah, it's AR cable, so it has cameras in the front of it. So you
like,
can literally
You still see your surroundings.
yeah, you can still see your surroundings. So it has AR capability, so you can still walk around and do everything. And then you also have the VR capability.
this is unbelievable, man. And this, thank you, Dre, for putting that up there in this room that, if they follow you and freaking DM you, they're going to get a whitelist because this sounds amazing. And that brings up this point, too, is I was reading this article that they said for Christmas this year that the metaverse won because, like, Oculus and all them, like any VR, anything, it was number one gift, and that just kind of shows what we're looking forward to seeing in 2022, or what we are going to see, whether you like it or not. And Ray-Ban, they made smart glasses as well, and I had gotten them for my fiance, and he likes them, and it's so weird, like it doesn't even look like it has a camera or anything. Like on the glasses, it's strange, but it looks exactly just like regular glasses, and it's connected for some reason. I'm like, why is it connecting to? So Facebook has something to do with Ray-Ban because it has like a connection in the app with Facebook. And but yeah, it takes video, it takes photos, and you could listen
So
to
the
music.
dope part, if you look up a company with contact, does anybody know what it's called? The one with the contact lenses?
Oh, I
That's
know.
gonna be So that's gonna be dope because this company that Lexford working with, we're trying to partner with them. So once that comes out, it's gonna be absolutely nuts. In this AR contact lenses,
bro, that's
AR contact lenses.
Bro, we're gonna be blind and all this.
And they actually got put on Disney. I forgot what their little program is called, but basically Disney's helping fund their whole project to actually make it a reality.
Wow.
So more and more like Black Mirror.
Yes.
Well, that's one of the things I was going to ask is, if 2022 is not necessarily play to earn games, but the year of the metaverse, which I think we keep on hearing that term, but I always question, and maybe this is where a company like Lexport comes in, is the technology there really yet? Because not everybody owns a headset. And it sounds to me like if Apple puts out one, or maybe even Lexport, I don't know what the price would be. It would be very few people would be able to afford it. And to really get into that Ready Player One type of world, it has to be where everybody can afford and get into the metaverse. The whole idea, right, is borderless, and anybody can have access. But if the metaverse is a place that you actually need to put on this headset for, it kind of has a limitation of who can get in. So my question is something like Lexport, is that the technology that we're kind of waiting for at the price that we're waiting for?
Well, my perspective really is that for NFTs and metaverse, the technology that we have right now is like the 2000s, and so the technology. But then, so the best thing you can do right now is just own the best companies or like the best projects with the best NFTs for the metaverse. So like the coolest NFTs in the metaverse, and that's what I'm doing. But yeah, the technology is like really, really simple right now, and so like in the next couple of decades, it's gonna look way better. It's gonna be like more advanced and like where Web2 is right now, I feel like.
And that's why I love these spaces so much, because there's, so many people are coming up with really, really cool ideas like this. And this sounds like an amazing project. I'd actually love to talk with you off the air and see how TRADERVERSE can help out your project and promote what you guys are doing. That'd be fantastic.
Awesome. Look at all the connections we're making here on this space. You've got Andre up here telling about Lexport. You've got, so many projects, people saying, hey, DM me, and we'll get and collaborate together. So if I look back and I say what we've talked about today and what 2021 is about, you guys can disagree and you can say it's different things. I'm going to throw it on. That's what 2021 has been about, is community to me, that we've all been able to make connections, make friends online, and be able to collaborate, get together, make great projects. And I mean really great projects that we're all doing through community. So as I look back, if I'm to just pick, if you say, Stephen, you got to pick something, I'm going to pick community, because that's what I think community has gotten us. Is it's gotten so many trading opportunities and so many alpha that we wouldn't have got otherwise without just some great community like this.
Definitely. I definitely learned so much about community in these spaces too, and just in these projects. Like even just connecting with Christine and Crypt and Scroop and New Voice, it's literally been like, whoa, okay. Like literally my Twitter has never been so gosh damn active ever. I swear to God. I'd be like laying in bed watching this show and just bzz, bzz, bzz. I was God damn it, leave me alone. And then I go in and they're like, Andre, where you at? And I'm just like, it's actually pretty cool, you know. It's like it's dope to be part of even just a little group, and then not let alone a community of thousands of people.
Yeah,
That's well put. That's so funny.
yeah. My phones went off just like that same way. I had to figure out how to do the iPhone focus notifications where
Man,
I get hush for a little bit. But it's good. Every time I chat with you guys, every time I speak with you guys on here, I walk away from it smarter than I started. And that's a little bit of what Traderverse is trying to do as well, right? Is kind of foster that community and make it to where it's easier to meet somebody else. To I shouldn't say meet. It sounds like a dating app, but well, maybe. Hey, you know what? Maybe. No. Actually, speaking of iPhone, I saw a survey the other day of different traits that people were willing to swipe right on and traits that they automatically swipe left on. And I'm sorry, Android users.
Oh shoot.
It showed that statistically, this is not me, the voice of DeFi, saying this. I'm the messenger. But it shows statistically that people swiped right. If you had an iPhone, they were more likely to want to see you. And if you had an Android, it was more of a turnoff. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a fanboy of either one. I'm technology agnostic. I'm just telling you what the data said.
Android is for sneaky users.
Oh my
for real.
Why?
Because I
Because
need to
Crypt
see
be
when that
hiding his
bubble
text
turn.
messages.
I need to see that bubble say seen on it.
Yeah.
Crypt be hiding his messages.
Oh my god.
Bro, you have no idea. I don't have not one notification on my phone, bro. You crazy?
Oh my God.
Oh, so there's no notifications like that come on your phone?
I live like this. I'm 007. I'm 007 at night.
The little red numbers, he doesn't even know what those are anymore.
No.
God.
I think I hold the record for unread emails though. Let me tell you how many guys I have. Hold on. It
Crip.
is 106,358.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, guys.
What? What's good, buddy?
How are you doing?
I was just gonna say that's probably why you're in the VA, dude.
I hate you.
Yeah, you
JB
do.
Morgan, did you want to say something? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry too. How are you guys doing?
Doing
Good.
great.
Greetings from Morocco. I'm Moroccan. I am a
Nice.
Moroccan.
Welcome.
Welcome. What's going on in Morocco?
It's super cool, bro. The weather here is so cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, bro.
I feel like I've missed my winter. I live in the southern part of the U.S. and I feel like I missed my winter. So yeah, I'm jealous of your cold.
The weather here is cold and without clouds, bro. I don't know how, but you know, that's the atmosphere here.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you being in here and just jumping on and talking with us. And I invite you to do that more often and jump on and speak in with us because I love to have. I want to continue to grow this community. That's another thing for 2022 is spaces that we have to grow. Go ahead.
Sorry, Bob. Sorry. Hey, come on.
Oh no,
What you said.
No, I was just saying these spaces that we do, that Christine and I do, I really want them to continue to grow because we've really made some good connections in here. And I always want more people to come in here to hear things like Andre just said of, hey, I'm working on this new thing. Y'all should be aware of it. So there's some alpha in it and just some good discussion. This is one of the few places I think where you can go in and we can talk about dating, whether you do an iOS or an Android, or, turn right around and talk about what ticker symbol you should look at or what might be the hot NFT to look at. It's unique in that sense. And I like that mix. It gives you that feeling of just a few friends at the bar kind of a feeling.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, bro. What's your name, trader?
Hey, I go by on Twitter. I'm at DevDeFi. If you ever want to call me by my name, you can call me Steven. And so I'll respond to Steven of DeFi, voice DeFi, and then several cuss words I usually respond to as well. So any of that works too. But well, guys, it's been we are really on fire on the spaces here lately. Yesterday was a lot of the same way where the conversation just goes so well. It makes the hour go by just in the snap of a finger, like Thanos, right? Except we all stick around. We don't.
Your space rolled over for like another 13 hours, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Oh
I don't
my
know if it was
god.
13, but it was a long,
I
long time you
was
guys kept it
sweating.
going. You guys really kept it going, and I thought that was awesome. So yeah, always follow. First of all, I'll make a plea here to follow the Traderverse account here that I'm speaking from. But Christine also, she follow her as well, because sometimes she will do an after party for some of these things. And yesterday was one of those
13
days.
hours.
Yeah.
13-hour after parties.
Yeah, that was a big old after party, and yeah, you can hear the. You know how whenever you watch a Blu-ray and then you watch the behind the scenes or something like that, sometimes that's what it gives you, is those DVD extras.
And just because she's verified, people, I'm just throwing this out there. She's the sweetest human being on the planet. Don't let that fucking check fool you or jade you into thinking that she's this Hasidity boozy white girl, but she's amazing. I love you, Chris.
Now, Crypt, on the other hand, though, guys, he is nuts.
Fucking nuts.
You guys are awesome. All right, guys. Well, I don't know whether we've got an after party or not. Follow Christine to find out if that's going on. But that is our last spaces here, potentially for the year. I'm going to find out where we're going to be tomorrow. We usually are over in the Discord, and we'll see if we're continuing to meet over there. But I anticipate being over the Discord, and same conversation we'll have over there, usually a little more Traderverse centric.
Right.
I did want to add in real quick that we do have an intro to stock options trading after the bell today in our Discord. If anybody's interested in some free education, we're doing stock trading, live trading education on a weekly basis. We'd love for you to join and get more confident in your trades.
Man, that's awesome. So right after the closing bell, head over to the Traderverse Discord, and some good education. You can never, you never stop learning. So make sure you head over there and meet up with Hawk over there, and you will walk away more educated than you are right now. Always good to be able to do that, and I appreciate the Traderverse Discord for a lot of those type of opportunities that are put on over there. All right, guys, great speaking with you today. Great week that we've had. Hope you guys have a fantastic end of the year. If I don't speak to you through the end of the year, I hope you have a great New Year's night and New Year's Day. Make sure you stay safe, and I love all of you. Peace.
Bye. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. Love you guys.
Happy New Year, y'all.